friends, welcome back to Cozy with Some. Today I want to share something a little different, something personal about how I became more confident as someone who's always been pretty quiet. I've never been the kind of girl who walks into a room and instantly owns it with words. I'm not someone who's checked with everyone effortlessly or feels the need to fill every silence. But that doesn't mean I'm not present. That doesn't mean I'm not confident. Being quiet for a long time was how I survived, how I observed, and how I learned. And over time, I turned it into my strength. And yes, like I mentioned in the last video, I'm making Korean chicken today. 2 sauces, 1 soy garlic, 1 sweet and spicy. So while I cook, let's talk. Growing up, I rarely spoke in class. Not because I didn't know the answer, but because I was afraid to say the wrong thing. In Hong Kong school's environment, there's a lot of pressure to be perfect. There's not much space for making mistakes, especially when you're young, quiet, and sensitive. One of my primary school teachers once said I was just like an ice mountain, cold, no emotions. Maybe I didn't show feelings on my face. Maybe I was just too careful with what I said. I remember overhearing someone say half-jokingly, "If she never talks, will she get bad breath or something?" They didn't say it to me directly, but I heard it. I didn't cry, I didn't react, but I remembered. And part of me started to wonder, is there something wrong with me, just because I don't like to talk? In high school, I heard another teacher say, if you don't speak up, you'll fail in society. I felt small, ashamed, but now I look back, and I realized it wasn't that I was spoken. I just hadn't found my voice yet. I hadn't found a space or people who made me feel safe to speak. I wasn't quiet because I had nothing to say. I was quiet because I was constantly thinking. I observed before I spoke. I felt deeply even when I didn't express it. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. I lacked experience, and I was scared of authority. I didn't yet trust myself, and maybe I didn't meet anyone truly warm, honest, and joyful to open up to. After I left high school, things started to change. I pushed myself to grow, even when it was uncomfortable. I told myself, if you want to change, start now. Then I entered nursing school, and for the first time, I was surrounded by the people who were kind, warm-hearted, and full of passion. They weren't trying to compete, but to care. They shared dreams, laughed together, supported each other. And something in me began to open up. I spoke more, not because I forced myself, but because I felt safe. I expressed sadness, stress, even joy. And when I started working as a nurse, I found real confidence. Helping others gave me purpose. Talking to colleagues taught me how to connect. The more I experienced life, the more I want to speak. And the more I spoke, the more I became myself. Even when I wasn't talking much, I learned that my body still needed to speak for me. I practiced these small things. Sit tall, not small. Shoulders soft, not collapsed. Eyes steady. Presence over us. Confidence is also in how you carry your quiet. If you're a quiet girl like I was, or still am, I want you to know this. Your quiet isn't a flaw, it's a gift. You don't need to be loud to be seen. You don't need to change to grow. One day you'll speak, not because you are told to, but because you know who you are. Quiet doesn't mean you are not enough. It means full of flaws, of stories, of strength. And when you are ready to speak, you'll speak with more power than you ever imagined. Thanks for spending this time with me.